backcountry gearless that I ran in 2020. What worked for me. The pack I ran all year was the Exo 4800. I had the 3500 last year, the K2. Now I have the K3 4800. It's an incredible pack made here in USA. Highly recommend them. It does everything I need it to do. I guess we'll start with my water pack back here. Water. Just run a platypus 3-liter bladder. Run right here in the back, in the water bladder sack. Clip it in there. In that same compartment, I keep a 6-liter MSR Dramalite bag. I love filling up one of these bags, having it in camp, not having to go refill water. I hate pumping water. So I'll fill up my 3-liter and this, hang this up in camp, and I've got water for at night, for breakfast, for meals, whatever. These bags are great. They're well worth the money having that extra 6-liter bladder in your pack. Keep that in the bottom. Down there, I also have in there 3 Black Ovis large deer game bags. You can get a whole coos deer into one of these. You can get a deboned mule deer to 2 of them. I keep 3. One's nice to use just for hanging food, whatever in camp. These bags are the perfect size for what I consider packing out meat. I mean, if you see you get a perfect square cube on the back of your pack. I love these bags. I've packed a ton of animals out with them, and I just keep bleaching them and keep using them. They were great. So I keep 3 of those down in that same compartment, all the way at the bottom. And then I always have a contractor bag because they're nice to have. You can use them for all sorts of things. You can lay it down, put your meat on there when you're cutting your meat up, game up. Also nice if you're close to the truck, just to put your game bag into this if it's not too hot, so you're not getting your pack all bloody. I mean, I know it looks better with the game bag on there, but sometimes it's nice to not have to wash your pack every single time you pack out an animal. So keep that at the bottom. Good to have. That is that compartment there. My main compartment, I stopped using stuffed sacks in 2020. I kind of flirted with it in 2019. 2020, I pretty much completely went away from it. I run a 10-degree enlightened equipment quilt. I'm from San Diego. I don't like the cold. I know some of you guys think 10 degrees is a really cold weather bag, but for me, it's perfect. If it's 40 or 50 degrees out, I just put my arms out, whatever. If it's really cold, I tuck down into it. I shove that thing all the way down the bottom of the pack down here. No stuff sack, it just fills it in perfect. Down the bottom. Side note on that sleeping bag, I did get the hood with that thing. I never use this hood. Every time I bring it, I don't use it. So I just leave that at home. I don't buy the hood, just not worth it. Not needed. For my sleep pad, I use the Thermalite X-Therm pad. It's warm, it's great. It lasts forever. It hasn't popped on me. I've tried cheap pads. Don't buy a cheap pad, buy a nice pad. I run a pillow too. It's a game changer. This is just a Sea to Summit Eros Ultra. I have a couple other ones I got off Amazon for 15-20 bucks. They work just as good. You don't have to spend 50 bucks on the Sea to Summit. Again, no stuff sack. I fold my pillow into my thermarest. Shove that down. Next piece of gear that goes in there. Push it down in there. In that compartment as well, Exo has these nice little bags. Go in there. This is my kill bag. I've got it's a standard have one in there. Some gloves. I've got an extra dead downwind, windicator. These things are money. I always have 2 on me at all times in case I lose the other one because I really like it. I'm constantly on the bottle. Also have some pyro putty in there. Most places I hunt you can't have a fire anyways, but it's nice to have just in case. Put that in there. I also keep an extra headlamp in here. Normally I don't have one here with me. In my other one I keep 100 foot of paracord and 4 carabiners. You can never have enough paracord. If you try to run 50, 50 is not enough. You're trying to hang up an elk and you got to hang 2 or 3 quarters up into a tree. 100 foot goes fast, so it doesn't weigh anything. Just put it in there. I wish I knew how they folded it up because once you undo it, it's a mess. But I just keep it in that pack, keep it in the side of my pack. It's always in there. that's in there. Also in these packs, they have this nice little pouch here. I keep my wallet in here, wallet and my car keys. Let's say I'm away from the truck for 4 or 5 days. Wallet and keys are right there. I know where they are the whole time. My tags are in my wallet, or not my tag, my license is always in my wallet. It's right there. Zip her up. For optics, I'm not a big spotting scope guy, but I love my Swarovski 15s. I swear by them. These are meat seekers. These things kill more animals for me than anything I have. So these things on a tripod are money. Keep those in there. For water filtration, MSR microfilter, I like it. I also keep some tablets in my pack. Try to keep that in there. And that is pretty much my main compartment. Oh, I guess I got a stove in this here as well. These little Lucci, I don't know how you spell it. You can get them at Walmart for 15 bucks. These things are money, man. You just deflate them or inflate them, hang it from your tent, and you've got a lantern in your tent. They last forever. Throw them out in the sun when you're out in your tent. And I mean, they'll last a couple nights even without charging them. So that in there. And then just a good old jet boil. I've done the whole, you know, micro pocket rocket stoves, but you just can't beat a jet boil. They're incredible. I run a little, there's a little Sea to Summit cup in here. It's like an 8 or 10 ounce cup in there as well. All fits in this one compartment. Jet boil is just so fast, so efficient, especially, you know, like me, I'm always hunting with both my sons or a partner. We always share a stove, so this thing's just money. You want to cook a bunch of mountain house up, you can knock these things out quick with the jet boil, so always in the pack. There's that. Also my Thermarest little Z-Lite pad weighs like an ounce or something. It's a luxury that I like to have for glassing. Spend a lot of time on my butt looking for animals, so that is in the main compartment. Other than that, it's just food. I mean, I got half a pack left to shove all my food down in there. I don't have any food here for this video, but you know what food looks like. Mountain House and cheese sticks and chips. So for my tent shelter, I've been running the Seek Outside Silvertip. I keep that in one of my side pouches. A lot of time I'm hunting with a buddy, so they'll take the poles, but I'll just put them in here, put them by myself. I got the stakes, my center pole here. I don't use my trekking poles for this because I just like having it, you know, having it all set up and not having to take it down. And then I will shove my Seek. I've got a little 4 foot by 7 foot tarp that I run. I don't know what it is, 30 bucks, weighs away nothing, get it on Amazon. Shove that at the bottom. And I will just shove my whole Seek right in the side pouch of my pack here. I don't run a normal tripod. A lot of guys use this for their tripod or the spotting scope. I don't run a spotting scope either. So I use these pouches for clothes, my tent, etc. I mean, there's still a half a pouch here to put stuff into if I need to. I always have a Nalgene with me no matter what, because I like drinking out of a Nalgene when I'm in camp, or if my bladder goes out, I have an extra Nalgene. I'm always just shove that in one of these side pouches or right here on top of the tent. So let's put it right there. What we got here? How about my top pouch here? I keep my GTP RS legs on the Spartan bipod in here or in my pocket, but if I'm just hiking in, right there on the top, that little zipper pouch in the pocket itself, the hood. I always have dude wipes because these are money, right? Keep you clean, kill an animal, washes you up, take a hobo shower at night, or they're just a nice luxury in the backcountry. These I found a couple years ago. Toilet tissue. It's a roll of toilet paper without the little cardboard center. So this is pretty awesome. These last forever. It's like a whole roll of toilet paper. It's had this little thing. Always have toilet paper. You don't want to be using leaves when you're out there. Always have a headlamp in my pack, right here in the top pouch. Always know where it is. I don't run anything crazy. These are just Energizer headlamps. Use AAA batteries. They're just simple. I like them. Always have some gaff tape. I just take a whole roll because feet are important. You can wrap your feet up with it. You can tape things up with it. It just works. You can never have enough of this stuff in the backcountry. Great stuff. Throw that in there. I use the Outdoor Research Backcountry Organizer. I have a little meat eater special here. I know they push it. I drink that Kool-Aid and I like it. This front pouch, I have my first aid kit. In that first aid kit, I also have stuff for repairing tents, repairing my sleep pad, etc. Keep 3 things of super glue in there. That stuff is awesome. It's actually made for, it's like a disposable super glue made for cuts, etc. If I can't stitch myself up with this, I'm hitting the SOS button anyways, getting out of there. Some Q-tips in there, a couple other things, some pills, some strong pills. So if I have to do a long pack with a broken something, I got something there. Inside, oh, there's my other headlamp I was looking for. There's another headlamp. Got a charger. This charger will get me like 5 or 6 chargers. It's pretty great. I don't remember what brand it is. Charging cable. Got 2 little Bic lighters wrapped in tape. One's pink. Also have in here, I've got my toothbrush, some unscented deodorant. I've got my tags, toothpaste, 4 or 5 zip ties. I mean, these things weigh nothing. Zip ties are awesome in the backcountry. You need to have them in your backpack. You're going to use them for something, whether it's putting on a tag or fixing something or attaching something. They come in handy. Got my little Sea Summit titanium, way too expensive spoon in here as well. I like having everything in this one organizer. It's kind of nice to know where everything is. I'll keep a few extra rounds in here of ammunition. I also have, you know, like 6 to 9 batteries in here at all times. Just a nice little piece of gear. Also have my water tablets in here just in case, you know, my water filter goes out or something goes wrong. I always have tablets. Sometimes I'm just lazy and I don't want to pump, so I'll just fill my Nalgene up, throw these in there, and half hour later I got water. I like to keep this in the top compartment up here. I have started running a Leatherman Wave. This is always on me at all times. It's a heavy piece of gear, but it is awesome. It's got a knife. It's got a serrated knife, which I don't think you need. It's got a file. It has a saw. I won't use a multi-tool unless it has a saw on it. The saw is awesome. You know, you're sitting down, whether it's just cut branches out of your way, if you're under a tree, if you're glassing, whatever it is. Saw comes in handy all the time, cutting wood. It also has your pliers, obviously. It has this cool little tool. It has scissors, which is nice. This thing has everything on it you can need. It's heavier than you want, but I mean, you have everything you need. It also has this thing on here where you could put all their little tools in here for, you know, Phillips, panhead, flathead, and all their Allens, all in here. I have the extra tools. So pretty much, you know, anything goes wrong on a bow, on a scope, anyone in camp, anyone who's hunting with me, I've got it there. I'll be carrying an extra couple ounces, but if I can't fix it with this and some of that tape, it probably can't be fixed in the backcountry. Multi-tool is always in my pocket. Keep this in the hood. There's that. I have the gun rifle slicker from Go Hunt run on my rifle. I don't know how sold I am on rifle covers. It's nice at camp, but I don't really run it during the day. I mean, if it was raining, I guess I would, but I kind of always have my rifle on me. I don't even really attach my rifle to my pack often. I do have Exo's rifle attachment here. I use that if I'm packing in or if my tag isn't valid, but if I'm during season and it's daylight hours, I'm carrying my rifle on my shoulder. I mean, I don't want to lose an animal because it's strapped to my backpack. I mean, in an ideal situation, the animal doesn't pop up while I'm hiking, but I don't know. I feel like you should always be prepared. So that's with me too. On my rifle, I guess you can go bino harness, glassing system. Running the KUIU bino harness this year. Just throw it on. Have my whole glassing system in there. I just run my outdoors and micro pan. This little bottom patch. I have my bino adapter and my GTP3 right there, so I'm ready to glass with my backpack on. Everything's right here, ready to go. I know where it is at all times. I'm running the SIG Kilo 3000s, so these are 10s, always on my chest. They have the ballistics in them for long range shooting and rangefinder, so it's kind of nice having everything all in one, kind of getting rid of 2 pieces of gear and putting it into one. I guess now, front pocket. I have a GTP2 in there right now, but that isn't going to go with me for running the GTP3. Throw it off to the side here. Got my inReach. I keep it right here. A lot of guys will clip it onto their pack. I don't like having it on my pack. A lot of guys will put it on their front shoulder strap. That kind of bugs me, flopping around right here. I don't like that. If I put it on your pack, I had one before. It just got tore up and thrashed. Some jerk stole that. If you're watching this video and you're the guy who stole it, call me. I want it back. I had to buy a new one, and I keep it in this front pouch here because I just feel like bushwhacking and stuff, it just gets tore up out here. I always know where it is right there, and I like having it in that pocket. I guess we go clothes. It's kind of the clothes list that I run all the time. I like t-shirts, so I run a Smart Wool 150 t-shirt. I love this shirt. It's an awesome piece of gear, pretty much on me all the time. I've tried all kinds of other things. I've tried some of the ultralight merino long sleeves, etc. I like a t-shirt in the backcountry. I know people get sunburnt, they don't like it, but I like a t-shirt. Underwear, Exo Officios, I love them. They're great. Always have an extra pair of them in my pack, because when you're 4 days into a hunt, something about changing to fresh underwear that I just like. Pants, Prana Zions. These are my go-to pants for pretty much all weather, all the time. I love these pants. Got like 4 pairs of them. Get them for like 60 bucks, 70 bucks on Amazon, and just I like them. They're great pants. I run a KUIU zip-off base layer. These are, I think, the Peloton 90s. I have a set of 125s. If it's really cold, I'll run both, but most of the time with the Pranas. But most of the time, this is more than enough. You're hiking and you're warm. You don't need them. You get to your glass, throw these on. They're awesome. If you don't have zip-offs, they're an incredible piece of gear. Buy ones, cry ones. Go get the zip-offs. They are awesome. So those down in my pack in the side pouch right here. Socks, the Darn Toughs. These are just awesome socks. I've tried all these different socks, and there's something about these Darn Toughs. They're just great. I like the blue and orange ones, mostly because I know where they are in my sock drawer. I know where my go-to socks are, and I'm out with my kids or somebody else, they can't take my socks. I always know which ones are mine. I always have one extra pair in my pack, so I can change my socks out during the day. My feet sweat. I like to change my socks and keep my feet good, because man, hurting feet suck. Keep those down at the bottom down there. Boots, just got the KUIU Scarpas. I think they're the R Evolutions. They've been great boots for me. I've got 2 seasons on them now. I think I might go to a stiffer boot for more of the rougher country stuff. We were in Idaho this year. My feet got a little messed up. I don't think it was the boot's fault. I think it was just side hilling with 100 pounds on my back that really messed me up. Gloves. I've tried all the expensive gloves. I've got some $150 gloves, and I always come back to these. I don't even know what the brand is. I think they're all made by the same Chinese factory somewhere, and everyone puts their name on them. These are 3M Thinsulate gloves. They're just a wool fingerless glove, and they're also a mitten. I love these gloves. I go back to these every single time. These are my go-to gloves. I leave everything else at home. Love these things. They're awesome. If it's really cold, you can put your feet in them too at night. A little hack for you guys. I keep those in the front so I always know where they are. Right there. I always have my 250 Smart Wool Merino long sleeve as well. So I'll go 150 t-shirt, 250 long sleeve. It's kind of a great little combo there. Shove that in the bag. I run either a KUIU vest or this Peloton 250. I like the Peloton 250 because it has the hood on it. It's kind of nice, just a nice piece of gear. Strapped into my vinyl harness there. I like this jacket. It's a nice jacket. Kind of goes everywhere with me. And then I always have my Super Down Ultra Puffy in my pack. It's just great to have. Great piece of gear. If you can't stay warm with that, I mean, you're not going to be warm. So that is my setup. Oh, I guess, yes, I do run 3 trekking poles because I run a GTP3. So I strap on a trekking pole right here. Exo has these neat little trekking pole holders on the bottom of their packs. Kind of not doing any justice to this strapping system here. Alright. Let's see, I guess we can weigh this thing. So we got in here. This is not cinched down at all. Let's see what we got in this thing. So, let's see, put on the scale. Pick this thing up here. That is like right at 30 pounds. That's with optics, with everything in there. So that's my gear list. That's where I run pretty much everywhere from, 10 to 20 degrees to 50 to 60 degrees. It's my gear list, pretty much always in my pack. It works for me. I hope it helps you guys out. That's it.